ESP is back again. So, yeah, Friday, did a demolition on the driveway. Ripped that sucker out. There wasn't an ounce of gravel underneath it. I blew my mind. Anyway, had to haul all the concrete away. After jackhammering it all with the excavator and the jackhammer, the bobcats, the load. And anyway, I got in the gravel truck and I had to do some driving because that's my lucky job. And I don't mind driving. I think I've had a heavy truck license since I was 20. It's the only gear shift I think I like in the world. You could not get me into, I barely drive my Jeep. I just don't. I just don't like shifting gears, but I've banged so many gears in my life, it's not even funny. Anyway, that has nothing to do with anything. That's just all that what happened today. Anyway, I get notifications all the time on certain people that I've chosen over the course of my life, or over the course of, say, the last few years, to watch with regards to hi-fi, because I never really realized there was hi-fi on YouTube. I used to study health and wellness and used to study ancient Egypt and all kinds of shit like that. And then I stumbled onto guys that reviewed stereo equipment. It was cool. Anyway, I set it up. I've got PBD, Bing shows up. I've got Skylabs. I've got Andrew Robinson. I've got Cheap Audio Man. I've got Old Guy Hi-Fi. I got JJ. I've got Aaron's audio. They just go bing, 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 bing. So I know that there's a new video out, right? And if I got the time, I'll watch it. Well, I was in the gravel truck. So I got that JBL Boombox 3, and it's Bluetooth to my, from my phone, and my phone sits right in front of me in the gravel truck. So, the screen's this big, because the phone is, you go on YouTube on your phone, you know what I'm talking about. And, anyway, Andrew Robinson comes out, and so I was like, check that out. I'm driving anyway. I'm not going to, watch this shit. I got to watch the road, but I can listen to it through the JBL Boombox 3. And I've never listened to a podcast or anything like that through the Boombox 3. So I was like, let's check it out. So anyway, started listening to that, and it was I don't know, it reminded me of a Ozzy Osbourne song, Killer of Giants, Clash of the Titans. And of course, and he's talking about the Wilson Watt puppies or something, and then the Bang & Olufsen 50s that I believe Andrew has procured, him and his wife. And good on them, because I would imagine they're just sick. Anyway, he started talking about old speakers, and, are speakers going to improve over time? Well, let's look at the microchip. And I mean chips in general. I mean chips for the Pioneer here, chips for the computer over here, chips for the phone right here, this phone, it's got a chip in it. It's got a processor in it. It's got all kinds of stuff. So I think that the microchip has probably been the number one thing in the last 30 years to evolve at a geometric rate. So that includes DAC chips. That includes all kinds of things. I think that there's new speaker companies. Look at Klipsch. They redid the whole Heritage line. And I've heard La Scalas. They're just insane. I like a lot more bass, however. But as a soundstage, they're quite something. I don't own them. But I was thinking just last night about old speakers and how I should round up, all my old speakers that I don't use anymore, and I should sell them and just, move on. And then Andrew came on with this chat about the Clash of the Titans. And he was talking about old speakers and do they still sound good? And I was like, fuck yeah, they do. half of my home theater is old speakers that I've collected over maybe not a lifetime, but at least half of one. I mean, my JBLs, they were 1990s. My Paradigms that I've disconnected, and I'm going to hook them up to the Kenwood tomorrow. They're like 1994. The KG 5.2s are 1990. I've got Bose that are older than that. I've got Serwin Vegas that are like, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's not a hi-fi speaker. That's a party speaker. But I got just tons of them because I was a crazy kid, just like every kid that liked music. And maybe you might not believe this, but there was about 10 years of my life where I never listened to music. I was too busy working and too busy on the phone. So I never listened to music. And, this past year has been really hard on me. And with regards to my wife being really sick. And I just found that's like the best escape, Don't get me wrong. It's been going on for quite some time. So I started downloading tracks on Apple Music like about 5 years ago. Yeah, Waylon Jennings and Tool and stuff like that. And I mean, like I started, learning more and more about streaming and this and that. And, I probably brought out the old Kenwood and, cleaned it all up and fired it up. And I've got AVRs, like stacks. I got stacks of AVRs. Like I've got Harman Kardon shit that doesn't hook up to a TV anymore. Like I think it would with a Spitif or whatever, but what would I use it? No, it was like 75 watts per channel, 5 watts. I don't even know if it had a sub out. I should actually check that out. But anyway, they were handmade and they weren't very good. Like I never had any luck with Harman Kardon. I think I had 3 of them. I've had great luck with Pioneer. I've had great luck with what else did I have? Sony. I had good luck with Sony. But they've only recently in the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years, really started, with their Class D implementation, giving us more watts per channel, right? And then all of a sudden there's power amps you can add to them and use them as processors and this and that and the other thing. And so I built a home theater system, I don't know, 4 years ago, I think, and bought a big TV. I always had the big TV. It's actually time for a new big TV. My TV is not very great. It's good enough, but it's not very great. Anyway, Andrew kind of got me excited there today with regards to, listening to my old speakers. And I think that anyone that's in the same position as me that has old speakers, because I listen to some of my old speakers all the time, like the only thing new in my home theater system that's like brand new is a 504 center channel. Everything else is 1990, and it's all 98 dB, every speaker, and I have tower rears. I have Atmos, but I don't use Atmos. I just use a 600 Mark II. I guess those are new too. 600 Mark II, kind of staring up. I'm from Canada, so I got 2 hockey pucks holding it up. It's pretty redneck, but it's very nice. I built the whole entertainment rack myself with one of my carpenters, and like that one power amp that I have is 110 pounds. Like it's a 2-man job to get it into the rack. And then my VSX LX 505, which will die eventually because it's really starting to click a lot. Like it used to click a little bit, but now it's clicking a lot. And I think that's normal, but I think it's not normal. But I think I'm going to start, I don't know. I got some amps and just going to hook them up to random shit and see what sounds good. You know what I mean? I think that was a great idea, Andrew. Because you're right. As long as your speakers have been played, and all of my speakers have been played. Like, hell, those Paradigms were playing for 20 years sitting upstairs. and they're minty. They're just like, they sound great. And like, they're not a monitor series, they're a step above from 93. I think they're 11 EK. Don't get me wrong, they're not like a modern day Polk Audio R7, but I mean, they're actually pretty fucking good for what they are. And when you have something that's good, because I'm actually really thinking about the Polk R7s. I got a guy owes me some cash, and it's definitely enough cash to maybe buy a TV and a fucking set of those. So I'm thinking about it. But I got some other bills too. But you know how life goes. Business, the world, the economy sucks, especially in Canada right now. But I'm from Alberta. We're looking at separation. So maybe that'll come through. And maybe we'll get a good deal with Mr. Donald Trump. And hopefully, therefore, after with any president that follows. Because I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. And I really plan on buying more clip speakers. And they're from America, and I don't really want to pay tariffs on them, if you know what I'm saying. So, anyway, thanks, Andrew. That was good advice. I am going to do that. Congratulations on your Bang & Olufsen 50s. That would be insane. I actually heard a pair in Art of the Sound. I believe it's Art of the Sound in Edmonton. And I think it's Art of the Sound. Anyway, I heard the Diamond 4s. I heard the 50s. I heard that other one, the one you had that's got all the weird shapes. Is that a 90 or something like that? I heard that one. I heard that round one. I mean, these are magical things. Like, they're magical speakers, but they're way out of my... Well, I mean, they're not out of my dreams. But for the right now, I mean, I spend most of my money on equipment. Like, and when I say equipment, I mean like skid steers, excavators, construction equipment. So buying a pair of those speakers is not really on my agenda until maybe I'm a little bit older, or maybe I get lucky. Anyway, have a great night.